Welcome to the heart of Sooner Nation, Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And if you aren't familiar with the saying, Boomer Sooner, you will be soon enough. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another team from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Alabama's offense takes the field. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach, so much fun to play with him, a guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active and a weapon.
Here's the give off the left side. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Really good-looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to throw, it's Hubbard. Gets it out quickly. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
They're testing the right side here. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown Tide. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Oklahoma's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offense's day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets a block. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind it up, run over him football. That last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Here comes the offense on second down. Scanning the field, it's Hubbard. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give on the inside. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Trying to get to it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Arkansas is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Hogs have gotten up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Missouri. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive, time to take a shot. And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. Coming after it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, the running back has it. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Now on 2nd down and short. Dropping back, it's Hubbard. Fires to the big fella. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Well, that's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling the plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Give him 88 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man downfield. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Alabama! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet. But I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, certainly.
He'll take the deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Looking to pass on second down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Out routes are timing routes. The QB's got to throw that before the receiver gets out of his break. He was a little bit late, and as a result, it's incomplete.
Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Sooners headed quickly to the line.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. He's going for the big play. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm looking to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some...
Gonna let it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. The offense in hurry-up mode. To the air. It's Hubbard. Buying some time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire now on second down. He's looking to throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. At midfield, he's got room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Alabama pushing the tempo. On second down, they'll take to the air. Looking to take a shot. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Recent years, fellas, Georgia has kind of had the upper hand in its rivalry with Georgia Tech, but this one is always spirited. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On second down, he'll let it fly. Grab near the sticks. It's Moon. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On second down, looking again to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Bitonio. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he intercepts it, bringing it back. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Slithers into space. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the defense able to corral him out of bounds and stop him at the 2.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the stomping has commenced.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
He'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Sooners Them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll try the run. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. To the air. It's Hubbard. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He makes the connection.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got him, and they convert. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Looking to buy time. He fires it out to the right. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. And now the offense will come onto the field again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. The Sooners brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st.
3rd inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop, and you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
After run, now throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Handoff from the gun. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Bringing the heat. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And the Sooners are on the move. He's going to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's moved.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Galladay. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown Sooners!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistake.
Can anyone catch him? Oh, what a move! Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Handoff from the shotgun. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the Cavs and Hokies have been duking it out today, and we finally have a winner. Virginia notched the victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Charlottesville is worth its weight in gold to the Cavaliers. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Oklahoma! What a grab and go for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Sends it downfield. Snags it inside the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown tie. For the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bitonio. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. On the option. Now the toss. Across the 45. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. The Sooners are in the hurry up. Man, you want to talk about confidence in your running game on 4th down to keep it on the ground from that distance and pick up the first down.
That's one of those things in practice, coaches probably like, anybody, any place, anytime, anywhere, this is who we are, we're physical. And they shut it.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Still running at the 4th, just steamrolling the defense. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Here's the handoff. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Now on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice leader late.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.